Hey folks, since I was just talking about motorcycle riding gears for hot summer weather, we talked about the mesh jacket, which was a Joe Rocket, and we talked about the two leather jackets right over here, which I had a Alpinestars and a Fly. So I want to talk about the difference in terms of the price point of those leather jackets. So this one, when it first came out, the MSRP was $450. So this is definitely one of the higher end leather jacket. And this one, it actually, when it first came out, I think it was $299 or something like that. And the price right now, you can get it for around $200. And at that price point, there are definitely differences between those two jackets in terms of the construction and the quantity or like the materials used in those jackets. So I just want to quickly talk about some key differences between a $450 jacket and a $200 leather jacket. So the first thing first is when I put those jackets on, the Alpinestar, it's a perfect fit for the body anatomically, especially for the arms area. It just fits so nice like a glove. When I put my Fly Apex leather jacket on, first thing I noticed is that the arm is not curved for sports bike or standard bike. It's mainly for cruiser riding, which is okay if you are riding a standard bike during commute. Not gonna be too much trouble, but the first thing first is this panel is not it's not constructed as well as this one, which they did very nicely on the Alpinestar, so kudos to them. And another thing is, for a $450 jacket, you'll mostly have very nice edge finish. Like this one, it's like a microfiber finish, and of course around all those areas it's very soft. And on the near the necks, this is a neoprene material, so it's also very soft. You don't really feel like the jacket is over there bothering you. And on the cheap one, they didn't even bother to finish the edge. They just used some cheap leather, not cheap leather, they used the leather to wrap around the edge, but as you know, those leathers, when they wear, they kind of get flaky and starts to peel. So that's something to keep in mind for a lower end jacket. You're gonna get those materials that's less nice. Over here, they actually this one they did better than the, not necessarily better, but they used very thick leather as a padding for the zipper, compared to the comfortable fabric that the Alpinestar used. Personally, I like those comfortable fabric because it feels nice, it's lighter, and compared to this is like very thick, and it actually blocks the wind coming through, because I need this perforation for summer riding, and this blocks most of the wind coming through. So that's something to keep in mind. In terms of the finish of the neck area, this one uses kind of a thick microfiber finish with like stuffing inside. When you put it on, it feels less premium than the Alpinestar with neoprene, the neck area. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So for $200, it's a less premium finish when you actually put the jacket on. And also, one key important thing comparing this $200 jacket and a $450 jacket is that for this jacket, they didn't even bother to use a snap ring around the cuffs. And the snap ring is extremely important for all kinds of riding. And so they failed to put a snap ring over here, and they also failed to put a snap ring right over here. They only used a very cheap Velcro right over here to kind of secure the stuff. and as you know, the Velcro wears out fairly quickly. So and over here, when the wind blows, of course it's gonna, hopefully it doesn't blow this thing and make it move and flap, and kind of hurts when things flapping at highway speed on your jacket. And on the in terms of the CE protective leather, they all use the same protective leather, protective padding right around the elbow and around their shoulder area. This one have some sort of a gimmicky titanium pad right over here, which is kind of interesting. For the Alpinestar, they just used some TPU coating right over here. It's still pretty solid, and it should take a good hit during slide if you actually fall on your bike. Then over here on the shoulder area, it's the same thing, but one thing to mention is that the CE armor in the Alpinestar feels much more secure and less moving around than the armor over here. I think particularly because of the shape of the elbow and how they secured the armor piece inside your arm, like arm piece or whatever it's called. But there you go. There you have the difference. So there's definitely if you put those jackets on side by side, without telling the brand, you definitely know that this is a much more premium jacket than this one, because the fit and finish on this one is just so much better than the $200 jacket. But regardless, I'm still having both jackets because that one is way too hot for Miami summer riding. I only use it during like winter, the Miami winter month, which is kind of around 50-60 degrees and that kind of a weather. For this one, it's going to be the general purpose riding for Miami weather, because this jacket got tons of perforation, and it's got actually thinner leather, which comes to as advantage in Miami, because thinner is better, more airflow with bigger holes. And as you can see on the back, it's got full perforation from top to bottom, so that's definitely going to help with airflow in Miami weather riding. And if you look at the Alpinestar, it's got some slight perforation, and the hole is much smaller. It doesn't really get much air going through, so that's something to keep in mind. If you're looking for a perforated leather jacket, make sure you get one with big holes. The small hole, it's just there for looks. It doesn't really do much. Okay, so keep that in mind. So there you have it, two leather jacket comparison. If you guys have any questions about those leather jackets, feel free to ask me in the comments section. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and hope this helps you guys make a decision when it comes to your leather jacket purchasing. Alright, so have a good night and take care. Please subscribe and hit like if you do like those videos, and I'll try to make more similar contents like this. Alright, peace.